Now following are examples of each of these. Prefix re added to the form rewrite, rethink, research. Now write is a free morpheme, think is a free morpheme, search is a free morpheme. What are you doing here? You are adding a bound morpheme in the beginning, that is you are adding a prefix, rewrite, rethink, research. For example, like tie, untie, the regular, irregular, logic, logical, illogical. So there can be a number of prefixes that can be added to the free morphemes. Suffix, now here they have taken meant added to the form, to form management. Manage is a free morpheme, meant is added as a suffix. Judge is a free morpheme, employ is a free morpheme, and meant is added, and the word you get is judgment or employment. See, judge is both noun as well as verb, to judge a person or judge in the court, and judgment is noun. Employ is a verb, and employment is a noun. So what do you see? Part of speech is being changed here. Anyway, so these are the instances of prefix and suffix. Now we come to infix. Infix added to form spoonsful. Yeah, we discussed that infixes are added in between a word, which exists in the given word. The spoonful is a word, passerby is a word, cupful is a word. So what have they done? They have added s in between a word. You get a spoonsful. When you add s, you get passers-by. When you add in cupful, you get cupsful. 5 cups full, okay, passers-by, or 6 spoonsful, and so on and so forth. This is infix. Circumfix, AING, that we were talking about, is added to form awakening. Okay, awakening, the word is still used. Awakening, waken is a word. Okay, wake is a word, waken is a word, and then ing is added. So yes, in waken you may say that you have 2 suffixes. Wake is in the free form, and what do? You to make a third form of the verb, you say waken. Okay, he was waken up. This is how you use it. He was waken up by him. Waken, and then ing you have added, so another suffix you have added. So there are 2 suffixes here and 1 prefix. So awakening you get. Awaiting, wait is a word, ing is added at the end and is added in the beginning, so you get awaiting. So these are instances of circumfix, and they were used traditionally in fact. Now words like unmindful and unlawful are included in instances of circumfix. So this is clear to you. Morphology is a very interesting field of linguistics, and like phonetics, this is also pursued as a separate study in universities and colleges. We also have it in our syllabus. We have in master's previous year for this morphology, and we shall have some part of it there in the final year as well. And we have phonetics both in the previous and the final years of masters. Okay, so this is clear. So we have discussed 3 major fields of linguistics: phonetics, phonology, and morphology. There are 2 categories of affixes: derivational and inflectional. The derivational affixes are added to morphemes to form new words that may or may not be the same parts of speech that we just saw, like unmindful and all. And inflectional affixes are added at the end of an existing word. Remember, inflectional affixes are added at the end of an existing word for purely grammatical reasons. Remember, inflectional affixes are added at the end means they are all suffixes. That means, what are they? They are suffixes. Why? Because they are added at the end of an existing word, existing free word, free morpheme, for purely grammatical reasons. In English, there are only 8 inflection affixes. These are all suffixes, and you must take them into account, and like you must remember them, that these are the only 8 inflectional affixes or suffixes that we have in the English language. And what are they called? Inflectional. Remember, don't be confused between derivational and inflectional. Often students are confused. And this also we have studied in master's previous year, and we have discussed this in quite detail. Well, we move further to see what are those 8 inflectional suffixes. Like S, this is the first one, third person singular present tense. Like she or he is a third person singular singular pronoun. You know, it's a singular person. And what do? You add S in the first form of the verb, or es, like go, goes, sings, plays. So this S is, what is this? This is inflectional suffix. This is inflectional suffix. Ed you add to make past tense, like we walked, ed is added. So this is again inflection suffix. Ing is used in the progressive, that is in the continuous form. She is dancing, she was dancing, or they were dancing. So ing is added. What is ing? This is progressive, and this is this is an inflectional suffix. Inflection suffix here. And usually what happens, you know, you cannot add any other suffix after it. Like you cannot say this will look very weird, very absurd, walking, or sing. No, or you cannot like eating. No, we don't use words like that. Okay, they most of the time they close a word on them. Now en is a past participle form. They have eaten. And here you would notice that part of speech doesn't change. Part of speech remain the same. She sings or they sing. Part of speech not used. It remains the verb. Walked or walk remain the verb. Dance or dancing remain the verb. Eat or eaten remain the verb. And say S is used to make plural, like boys, girls, bats, or 3 idiots here. 3 idiots. So idiot is a noun, and when you add S, it remains a noun. Part of speech is not change. So in inflection suffixes, part of his speech is not change, and they are simply 8 inflection suffixes. Remember them. Possessive, like John's bed, Mary's bag, or Mary's doll. John, name of a person, apostrophe S, that means possessive, and then bat, so it is not making any change to the name. Comparative, he is junior. Like small, smaller, smallest. What do you do? Junior, I wouldn't say, like is a good example. We can have like he's a smarter. He's smarter. Now smart is a noun. Okay, smart. It's used as an adjective. Smart boy. He's a smart boy. Smart is an adjective. So smarter or smartest, it remains the same. There is no change in the word. smartest person, smarter fellow, smarter chap, or smart chap, smart boy. Adjective remains an adjective. Es, superlative. To make superlative degree, what do? You add est to a word, like smart, smartest, big, biggest, large, largest. So large, larger, largest, or big, bigger, biggest. There is no change in the adjective. They remain the same. So this is a very important characteristic of inflectional suffixes, that they do not make any change in the parts of speech, whereas derivation suffix most often change the part of speech, and sometimes they do not change even. So they may change or they may not change derivation, but here inflection suffixes, they do not change the part of speech, and they are added at the end of a word. This is fine. So morphology, you study a number of things. You study derivation suffixes, you study inflectional suffixes, you study, say, free morphemes, bound morphemes, you study infixes, circumfixes, say prefixes, and suffixes. So this is something very interesting. It makes a very interesting study, and it's not that difficult also to comprehend, and students do good in exams. As far as this unit is concerned, I mean the unit which is based on morphology. I hope this is clear to you.